Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Infamous. Last time, over in the Warren District, John was able to figure out where the race sphere was located, but there were lots of anti-aircraft guns shooting all over the place from the First Sons, and also because the military was attacking and starting to bomb Empire City, or at least the Warren. Upon disabling them, John deployed he deployed a bomb with knockout gas, essentially, but it didn't work. The First Sons escaped with the ray sphere, but following John in his helicopter, we flew until we reached this long pier with their boat. With their boat at the end of the pier, they were attempting to escape with the sphere, but pier, fear, sphere, so many rhymes. Upon reaching the ray sphere, that's when it all happened. From there, Cole made the decision, choosing to either activate it or destroy it. But we're already a good enough person as it is that Cole tried to destroy the ray sphere, but it caused some kind of catalyst that instead of being destroyed, it briefly activated and it sucked John in and it just destroyed itself. The ray sphere is gone at least, but with John gone and we're pretty much all alone. We have no allies left. Trish is dead. John is dead. Moya more or less is not who we thought she was, being an FBI agent and whatnot. And Zeke is with Kessler. We're all alone, and we're about to face off against Kessler. Kessler contacted Cole and told him to meet him here. This is where it all started. This is where it all began. When the ray sphere blew up, this was a flaming crater. And now, you know what they say. Sometimes, you always end up back where you started.
And here we are, back where it all started. I was so worried that you weren't gonna live through the blast. But you were fine. More than fine, actually.
I remember your voice now. You were there after the bomb went off.
I've always been there, Cole. Every step of your life.
Okay. Kessler is... Jesus. Yeah, essentially. Kessler's gonna dash around very quickly, so don't bother trying to hit him. And yes, he has electricity of his own. Just dodge his attacks. Even though he's dashing all over the place.
It's a shame that she lies, tells people gonna teach her. No one respects a bite messenger.
Just keep dodging Kessler's attacks. Eventually he will tire himself out, and upon doing so you can get some free hits in on him. Like here, yeah. Don't melee him. Meleeing him won't have any effect. Mostly because you can't even land a hit on him even when he's crouched down like that. And just stick with the standard bolts. I mean, you can use your shock grenades and megawatt hammers. Uh-oh. That does damage you, so be sure to jump and glide over it. Oh!
You're not worming your way out this time, Kessler.
You're weak, a failure. All of this has been for nothing.
Get your hands off of him! Go! Make a run for it! I'll take care of this gas bag!
This doesn't concern you, fat man.
Ah!
Zeke, you'll be lucky if you survive that.
See you this time.
Ow.
Be so glib when I ran my foot up your ass.
You can use your shock grenades and megawatt hammer to do extra damage to Kessler, but it's also a bit risky with the shock grenades. But seeing how he likes to throw his own psionic explosions. Oh yeah, he's gonna start, you know, pulling off more of the stops. Those holograms of him will hurt you, so... It's not a hard fight if you have so many of the upgrades, but... Ouch! Jesus, that did so much. Yeah, there are bits of electricity lying about if you need to either heal or recharge.
That the best you can do?
This is where I gotta go nuts.
Old man carried a picture of Trish in his wallet, telling people she was the daughter he never had. Did you know that? He couldn't wait for you to marry her. Son of a bitch. You're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, if you attempt to, like, leave the arena, yeah, he'll just simply telekinetically throw you back. Oh, Jesus, no. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, he is in... The boss fight is within phases, so don't worry about having to do the whole fight all over again. The overload burst doesn't really do much. But yeah, if you have fully upgraded, he's not very hard to deal with. Oh, ouch. Oh, wait, I got him, though. Yep, once you have him down... That's it.
Die! I looked down at Kessler, reveling in my victory. And then I heard him whisper, "Trish, I love you. Please forgive me." Then he was on me, fingers digging into my face. As Kessler's secrets played out in my head, I finally began to understand. I saw his nemesis, a beast intent on extinguishing all life. In those early days, Kessler could have used his powers to stop it, but instead he fled with his family, leaving others to fend for themselves. Hunted for years, Kessler and his family watched as the rest of the world went to hell. And then it was too late. Too late to fight. Too late to save anyone. In that moment of failure and grief, he used his newest and most dangerous power. He went on a one-way trip back in time, attempting to rewrite history. Kessler seized control of the First Sons and accelerated the Ray Sphere's development. Decades spent plotting the blast, organizing the quarantine, finding me. Yet the thing that drove him forward, Kessler's sole link to the past, was a picture from his wedding day, when he married Trish, with Zeke as his best man. My brain lurched, unable to accept that Kessler and I were the same person. That he'd come back in time to mold me into the savior he failed to be, going so far as to kill the woman he loved, I loved, so that I wouldn't be tied down by emotions. No, Kessler wanted me strong, ruthless, so that when I faced the beast, I'd be capable of making impossible decisions, all for the common good. And then Kessler fell back, dead. His final message, my final message, burned into my brain. I take one last look down at myself, my future self, and turn away, the rage curdling inside. I hate everything about Kessler, but when the time comes, I will be ready.
And that, my friends, was the story to Infamous. Hello, Sucker Punch Productions. Let's see if I can see some certain names on there. Oh, I know one name in particular. There he is, Nate Fox. There he is. Infamous was such a great game when it came out. Like, it's hard to even, like, go into detail with it. Part of it is that, you know, Sucker Punch Studios, this was their second IP. Well, technically their third, now that I think of it, because of Rocket, Robot on Wheels, which was on the N64 and PC. But, after Sly Cooper... Oh, yes, voice actors. Give me a sec. Phil Lamar. Sam Morey as Kessler. Dave White. The Infamous babies, the other production babies. Special thanks to our families. Mr. Yoshida. I don't really know if I can find the words to explain Infamous. All I can just say is that when Sucker Punch was moving on from Sly Cooper to this game, they knew Matt Olson is Matt Olson meant to be the Matt Olson who does Bentley's voice for Sly? Here we go. Now we can see the full list of the credits here. It should show the additional voice actors. That way I can identify and confirm if I heard Mikey Kelly or not and Cam Clark. Anyway, just Infamous was such a great third-person game. Open sandbox. I can't really use that term. You know, you have powers. Do you want to do good with them? Do you want to be evil with them? And it was just such a great and amazing game back then. And that was just at this point, pretty much 10 years ago. Not even 10 years ago. That's the theme that's playing, Silent Melody, I believe. Or The Burbs. Oh, Pedestrians. Mikey Kelly, yeah. Nolan North. I know these people. I know these voice actors. But Mikey Kelly, so that one voice was him. I might have missed Cam Clark. Oh well. But it's fine. I confirmed that that was indeed Mikey Kelly's voice in that one mission with the, that we heard. Anyway, just, I can't even explain Infamous because I'm just so overwhelmed right now, but yes, the special thanks at least. Mr. Yoshida, Jim Bass, he's always there.
I thought this would be the end. That once Kessler and the Ray Sphere were gone, my life would go back to normal. But now I understand that this is my life. That there's no going back. That the gift of these powers will be my burden until the day I die. The people around here, they love me. How long will that last? What's going to happen the first time they expect me to be there for them and I'm not? I don't even know who to trust. Moya is still running around, planning God knows what. And Zeke, I don't know what to think. I've never been more alone.
Congratulations. You have beaten Infamous. Feel free to roam Empire City, collect blast shards, complete any outstanding side missions, or try for more trophies. There are more trophies to be had at harder difficulty, and side quest and powers for the opposite karma. How did that make me more evil? But yeah, now that the game is beaten and over, as you could see, the historic district is now fully reclaimed. All of Empire City is ours. And it is our job to protect it. At this point, you are free to do whatever you want. Like, there are no... I mean, if you've cleared out pretty much everything, you will hardly encounter enemies. There we go. So there's really nothing left I can do. I think at this point I have gotten all the blast shards. I'm even pinging. I'm pinging to see if I might get something to show up, but really, I wish there was something that could tell me with blast shards, but I would only be able to do that through the save screen. Let's get to the top of the building and I'll end it in just a bit. I want to at least continue explaining with my thoughts on Infamous. Really, it's, like I said, it's a fun game. Like I said, at this point, it's been, like, came out in 2009, and I'm having trouble doing my years for some reason. It's been, like, what, 13 years, I think, for the game? Yeah, been at least 13 years, so really, you know, Sucker Punch has definitely come some way in the past 10 years, really. But like I said, after Sly Cooper, they were on to something, and this was the next big thing. And did it really work out for them? Come on, let me on. Yeah, there we go. Why am I having trouble climbing this building? There we go. Whoa, yeah, get me out. I'm not in the mood to glitch things out. I am not in the mood to glitch things out. I just want to get to the top of this building. I've gotten on the top of this building many times. And because it's a very nice and sunny day, we can clearly see everything. I should also say with Infamous, and I can go into better detail with it at a later point, but at the same time, Radical Entertainment released a game called Prototype. And it pretty much was essentially like Infamous. It came out roughly as the same time. It had the same idea, the same concept. A man with vast amount of powers and a karma system of sorts of your actions. But like I said, I can go into better detail with that later. Yep, there's the Warren. The tower. There it is, yeah. It's hard to see through the draw distance, but yep, that tower is definitely taller than the building here. The neon district's over yonder. I might be able to see Zeke's roof from here. It's hard, but I'm pretty sure Zeke's rooftop is like roughly, if I remember correctly, somewhere like around this area. And I know it's in there somewhere. Like, it's there somewhere. Again, the draw distance just means we can't see it clearly. But I know it's there. It's there. It's over there somewhere. But yeah, that is just pretty much everything I can do. Take a look at the map one more time just to see how reclaimed it all is. And that's my XP. I got nothing left to use on it. There is something I could do with it, but we'll just have to see. So, with that, that'll do for this episode of Infamous. Oh yeah, if you want, you can do the remaining stunts, provided you can encounter enemies, that is, and see if you can get the other trophy achievements, but once you're at this point like I am, there's really nothing left for you to do. So, yeah, that'll do for this episode of Infamous. I'm not done yet, though. There's still something to be done. We don't know what it's like to be on the other side of the morality. We don't know what it's like to be on the other end of karma. So join me next time as we see the possibilities. So that is it, and I will see you guys next time.